This is Oscar Bevis for the Stomping Ground, powered by Wow Hydrate and available on DAZN. Josh, appreciate you giving me some of your time. How's things?
Good, bro, good. Except the traffic this morning, that was terrible, but this is what it is, isn't it? It's London, so.
Well, you're a North East boy. Is London not? Are you still not comfortable moving around the capital?
I don't do trains and stuff. Everyone's on the trains down here, aren't they? But because in the North East, you can get from one end of the, well, especially Sunderland, one end to the other in like 20, 30 minutes. So I'm always driving. So I drove in today and I got caught by the traffic again. But I think I'm going to have to start learning this underground system and stuff like that to get by down here. Been down here 7 years, so I should have known by now. But yeah, it's not the way. I don't like that sort of stuff.
Mate, Riyadh season, I thought you'd be knocking around with a nice little chauffeur, but who knows? Is this, I'm not going to say a full circle moment, but it must be pretty cool for you. You fought on Anthony Joshua's undercard early doors at the Principality Stadium in Cardiff. You fought on his undercard at Madison Square Garden as well. So to be fighting again with the big man at the top of the bill, I'm not going to say bring back memories, but quite a cool little full circle moment.
Yeah, it's serious. And we were just talking today coming in the car. It was like, I think every fighter on this bill's from the UK. Do you know what I mean? Ireland and England and everywhere in between, Scotland, everywhere. So it's big. It's a huge card for Wembley. It's massive. So I'm blessed to be on. I'm truly grateful. I'm gonna show out on the 21st, 100%. Yeah,
if you look at fights down the years at Wembley Stadium and cards down the years, there's only, say, a handful of fighters that have actually fought at Wembley Stadium. I know you kind of can't get too caught up in that because you need to fight Liam Smith and that's your job to do. But is it kind of sunk in that you'll actually be fighting in front of what could be 80,000 people at the time, potentially 90, 100,000 people?
No, I don't think about it, you know. I never think about it, but...
Not at all?
No, I never, ever think about it because it seems like the bigger the crowd, the less of a... It's weird that when you're in them small hall shows, the crowd seems so it's loud and proper. I mean, this I've never experienced this, so I can't never say it, but in the small hall shows, on the smaller shows, it seems like everyone's next to the ring and it's rowdy and it's loud, but these big shows, sometimes, I'm not saying this time, but sometimes you lose a little bit of that atmosphere as it gets bigger and bigger. But I've never experienced this type of atmosphere and this many people coming into one stadium. So it'll be good. But I'm a fight night fighter when the lights come on and there's a crowd there. That's when I come alive.
Yeah, obviously I've never stepped in a professional ring with a crowd, so it's not my place to say. But I can imagine perhaps you hear individual voices in the smaller shows that you're on about.
Yeah, I mean,
rather than just like a mad cacophonous noise that you'll get in that stadium.
I'm quite conscious when I'm in the ring. I do like see people and listen to people, and yeah, I'm not like fully in my subconscious when I'm boxing. I'm sort of in and out, so it's a nice place to be because you get to sort of take in some. I remember when I was fighting. Actually, I remember I was fighting Troy, and I turned in the corner, and there was a fight happening behind me coach Adam Booth in the crowd, and I grabbed the ropes. I shouted over him. I says, Adam. He said, what? I says, there's a fight starting behind you. I says, you've got to watch your back. And he turns around like that. You can see it in the later on in the fight, in the 9th round or something. And I think I turned to Troy. I went, they're fighting more than we are, like that, and I start laughing. But yeah, I'm quite conscious when I'm in the ring. It's an enjoyable place to be.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been good turning around to see Adam now involved in the fight that you're on about.
Yeah, I know.
Talking of life post the Avanesian defeat, obviously any defeat for a fight is hard, but the link up with Wasserman, you've been busy. I think you had 3 fights in 2022, 2 in 2023, if I'm right. But right or wrong, you've been busy. Been a really good decision for you career-wise.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I had to take that time out with the Avanesian thing. The weight was a massive issue. Obviously, making welterweight was starting to take its toll. Everything. The main issue was probably the stuff going on outside the ring. But apart from that, I've sort of sorted myself out. Got back into the sort of the mix. Put myself back in. And from 2021, when I first had that loss, to now, who would have thought that I would be sitting here now? Do you know what I mean? I would never have thought that. I would never have thought that. But the people I've got round is the mindset I've got now. I'm truly on an upward trajectory, if I can get that out of my accent. Yeah, and it feels good. I'm riding this wave, and I feel like it's my time now. It is definitely my time, and I'm starting to. I'm believing in myself more than ever. I'm mature. I'm 30. I'm a young 30. I was saying before in a couple of interviews before, I didn't get hairs under my arms till I was 18, so I look like a baby. Do you know what I mean? So it's my time now, and I'm feeling great, and my mindset's sort of it's on another level now compared to back then. I look at myself and thought, how was I boxing back then? In them years, I didn't know I was getting in the ring, to be honest with you. But now it's just like you said, a full circle. I've did a full circle myself, so I'm where I need to be. So I'm happy.
Yeah, I love this fight so much. I spoke to Callie yesterday, and you know what he's like. He doesn't need anything to get him excited. The way he was talking about this fight, he was like bouncing off the walls.
Yeah.
Such a good fight. Is it a fight? I don't know if when you look at, say, potential rivals or domestic fighters or even world level fighters, I don't know if you look at them and perhaps picture yourself fighting them. I don't know if this might be something with Liam, because I think you made your debut 2017.
Yeah.
He fought Canelo in 2016.
Yeah, I know.
So the fact that you two are crossing paths it's not quite mad, because you're both around the same weight and you're both top fighters, but there's a little bit of a story there. Did you ever envisage yourself crossing paths with Liam Smith?
No, not really, you know, never. And then the name got passed by, and I was sort of like, listen, if it makes sense, I'm down for it. Do you know what I mean? So we both agreed right now we're here. But like you said, he's boxed all the best people. Canelo Alvarez, he's boxed top operators, Mungaya. So it's going to be great to go in there and test myself. And I believe the best version of Josh Kelly gives anyone a load of problems in 36 minutes, 100%.
Yeah. I hate using the word scalp, but to have a win over Liam Smith on your record when I think his 4 defeats have come to Chris Eubank in the last fight, which there was an injury problem mid-fight, Munguia, Canelo, top guys. So to have beaten Liam Smith at the National Stadium that's monumental.
Yeah, it's a big step, but I believe it's a step I'm ready to take. It's not a huge step outside of what I'm comfortable for. I am comfortable of. I mean, we've shared the ring together in 2022. We did 2 rounds, 2 days of sparring with each other, so we know each other. So it's good. I take it off from that, and I mean, since 2022 I've changed a lot, and since 2022 he's changed a lot. So there's a lot. And since 2021, since I had that loss, it's 3 years on. So there's a lot changed with me. I'm a lot more mature, and I'm ready now to take this step. And it's for me, it's just the next opponent. It's just the next guy I've got to get through, and I will get through to get where I need to be.
Yeah, we are pushed for time, so just one more question.
Yeah.
I know you won't give anything away. Adam will be dissecting a game plan behind closed doors, and you'll be putting the work in when those gym doors shut as well. But stylistically, what are we going to get between you two? A fight that blows hot and cold with really good pockets, or a complete tear-up at... I know we want to hear like a Hagler Hearns, but they're not all like that. But what sort of fight are we going to get when you two come together?
I'm not sure. Like, people say I'm going to move.
Do you envisage fights? Like, do you think this is what's going to happen?
Yes, I always sit and read fights in my head. But a lot of people think I'm going to move. It could end up being more central. I don't know. It's going to be a good fight. It's going to be a good night. I want to enjoy it. Put it that way.